better time to switch to better value banking. Because right now with IMB, you get one of Australia's lowest fixed rates and the option to split with a low variable rate. You'll be better off with make the switch to
You can too.
Authorised by the New South Wales Government, Sydney.
The world was at their feet. Then,
See you, Michael.
what brought it all crashing down? His final moments are what us.
A bigger adventure. Ladies and gentlemen.
Tens of billions of dollars over decades. But there is a need for it from a capability point of view, from a national...
In the front row, which is kind of embarrassing. He was there with his glasses. He had like a pair of glasses. And he was holding them like that. I was just like, well, this is weird. Why has he got his glasses? So I said to him, you know, what are you doing with glasses?
Well-being.
And it's Australia's high-quality, high-tech healthcare which is most in demand, such as robotics.
Coming up, the weather and Australia's most successful female Winter Olympian.
If it's in the World Game, it's in 442 magazine. Out now at newsagents and on Apple Newsstand.
The following program is classified M. It is not recommended for viewers under the age of 15. It contains sexual...
And it's coming up next.
Sorry, we're waiting until after the announcement.
だからこれは見応えがあるかなみたいな。
でしょうね。
雨が降れば降るほど見応えがあるっていうかですね。綺麗なのはグリーンですけれども、まあ滝は滝でそれはナイアガラの滝みたいになると面白いんで見ていただけるかなと思います。あとキュランダにつきますと最近私もちょっとびっくりしたんですけれども、日本人の人たちが頑張って
ทีควรจะเริ่มตรงไหนดีคะ
ค่ะก็ไปชมใน YouTube ได้เหมือนกันนะคะแล้วก็ยังมีข้อมูลหลากหลายภาษาให้อ่านด้วยในเว็บไซต์
Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Worldwide Olympic partner. Available at Optus. Network 10's Olympic Winter Games broadcast is proudly supported by Optus TV with Fetch. Don't miss a moment. Today's amazing images brought to you by Carlton Cold.
Duo in the men's pairs of the luge. That looked like they were on for a big crash then, didn't it? Thankfully, they made it to the end of the run. Unbelievable stuff. Welcome back. We'll update you now on all the latest Olympic headlines, and we'll get a check of the medal tally too, as we say a very good evening to Rob Waters.
Hello everyone. Well, there was plenty of action at the Extreme Park tonight as American Josh Christensen claimed gold in the skeet slopestyle. Aussie Russ Henshaw, another competing despite major knee issues, put it all on the line in an effort to snare a spot on the podium. He could only manage 8th, but as Nick Butler reports, he certainly didn't die wondering.
It's interesting to see. Down an ACL in one knee and with doubts the other one is even there, somehow Russ Henshaw found his way to the top of Sochi's slopestyle course.
Come on, Russ.
The 23-year-old's first hurdle would be making the top 12. And hoping his dodgy knees would hang on for the ride.
And he's going to push through the pain. If anyone can do it, it's Russ.
Henshaw pushed, flipped and twisted his way down the course, making it down in one piece and finishing in style.
Very strong run from Russ Henshaw. Some good creativity up the top. We had a little massage of the Matroska early
His score of 84.6 would be enough to progress, but to mix it with the best in the final, the degree of difficulty would need to be stepped up.
Maybe triple corks? Can you explain to people back home what a triple cork is? 4 360s and 3 backflips. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it.
As Russ's rivals flew by the seat of their pants, Henshaw put down a run that was solid, but the triple cork stayed in the kit bag. To push for a spot on the podium, he couldn't afford to hold anything back.
Moment of truth. Come on, Russ Henshaw.
The top section was solid and stylish. The first 2 kickers landed safely. Then, as promised, came an attempt at the triple cork.
Henshaw, 1, 2, 3.
So close.
The Aussie had the guts, but missed out on the glory.
Got to push yourself to get up there, and that's exactly what I tried to do. I came close, but it doesn't really matter. I made final, so I'm pumped.
It's an Olympic performance to be proud of, and another inspiring tale from the Games.
So, from the slopestyle to the Sankey Centre, where Aussies Lucy Chaffer and Michelle Steele have had a rough start in the women's skeleton, but remain in contention for a top 10 finish. Queenslander Steele put down 2 solid runs to be sitting in 12th position at the midpoint of the competition.
I'm happy with that start. I've had 2 solid runs. It's been hard to judge in training with where girls are at and what's happening. I've had some really good training runs and I was happy with what I put down today.
West Australian Chaffer was left devastated after bouncing off the walls in Heat 1, but she bounced back in the second run to be sitting in 18th spot. Now, the Aussies protested against the Russian team. They alleged the Russians had exclusive use of a push-start facility close to the Olympic site, and that contravened regulations, but the protest was thrown out by the race jury. So the men's ice hockey competition is warming up now, with Finland enjoying a big win over Switzerland. Fans from both countries were out in force and were treated to a high-scoring contest. Switzerland started slowly and was always up against it, despite some good moments. But things didn't go so well from there. The Finns were too strong and they won in style, 8-4. To the medal tally now, and it's Germany out in front ahead of Canada and Norway. Thanks to Tora Bright last night, Australia sneaks into the top 20 in 19th. And remember, you can watch every event live on our Sochi 2014 on 10 app for Android and iOS, or visit 10play.com.au.
Could you imagine doing skeleton?
Of all the crazy stuff we're seeing, of all the craziness at Sochi, that's about as nuts as it gets, I reckon. 8 centimetres going head first at, 130 odd clicks, and that's just the girls.
The ladies have been clocked at 128 k's an hour. It is wild. They do that 1,500 metre course in under a minute. Amazing stuff. We'll grab a commercial break here. Short track speed skating coming up. We'll take you back to Stephen Bradbury and Lockie Reed. The ladies' 500 metre final.
Killing each other ain't gonna solve anything.
If you've ever wondered what really happened.
And the objects it's touching while cleaning.
I had the boys over for a barbecue the day before our final. Anyway, Steve rocks up, no beer, and he brought his model girlfriend. He was showing off the semis, you know. I must have gotten a bit distracted and I put his steak on the same plate that...
Manage my life and have a life.
And she can help.
Complimentary beverages anytime.
A company?
Discs. Studies show that gentle...